'cause I'm in love with you.
You are listening to the mid-morning session. Mid-morning session.
This is magic.
This one right here comes through from Typhoon, and it does feature Bombshell. I should say it's a good jam, and we actually have him in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning. How's it going, DJ Nikki?
All right. How are you doing?
I'm blessed. I'm good.
Okay, great. This song, Diamond, featuring Bombshell. I should say it's a good song.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. So, to those that are actually listening to you,
yeah.
How did you come up with your brand name, Typhoon?
Typhoon.
Yeah.
It was a punchline because I used to cipher rap when I was back at school.
Okay.
Once a Kablonga boy. Yeah,
Okay.
so I used to do this cipher raps, and then there was a time when I was like spitting and I did a punchline. It was like a punchline that had to do with rapping a tie 4 times, having to tie 4. Something like, and you know that my seniors just said, Ujamfana Typhoon, then the name just stuck.
Okay,
Yes,
interesting. So, you're actually an artist that has worked with your fellow big artists. Do you feel like you sound like anyone?
No, I sound like myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, you actually, the type of music that you do is more of dance music.
Yeah,
What
man.
got you into music first? Is it something that's like maybe a bloodline from the family, maybe your mom, your dad singing in church, or it's just you alone?
Yeah, I think it's just something that's inborn. My whole family, my dad is also a musician, but not like mainstream because he just plays music instruments. He's busy in church.
Okay.
My little sister, Audrey, is a singer. She's also playing instruments. Like everybody in my lineage is like related to music one way or another. And if not, we're just lovers of music. So that's what made me start.
Okay, interesting. So, who is your big influence, your biggest influence? Maybe Zambian, American?
Okay, my biggest influence is Ja. That just has to be God. But I do listen to different artists. It depends on the time, you know what I mean, and the space that I'm in. One of the people locally who I could say has played a big role in inspiring me is Pompey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, I didn't expect that, but I should say it's interesting. Do you have what's your favorite song to perform?
To perform.
Yeah.
Like a song of my own that...
Your song of your own that you've released.
I would say the same one that you're from playing. I like that. I like to perform that song. That's Diamond.
Okay.
It's a bunch of them. You're about to play some of them. There's one with Trina South called Vama Love. There's something with T-Sean called One Night Stand.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. So we get to listen to this one. It's coming through from Typhoon, and it does feature T-Sean. It is called One Night Stand. Let's get to listen to this, and we'll be back on the other side. Good morning.
This one I be the ex them, you know. Yeah. A bad girl a wicked. And your boy Typhoon.
You have a Monday, me have a girl, but I miss you back. All the times that we shared were the best times of my life, you know. So go de consequena, and you're stuck there by me mind, you know. Na luva na sangana, gina, mama mwe me I need you now. So then we have a one night stand. Does he treat you the way that I used to? Does he give you that love, girl? Me can't help but think you miss me too. Cause me can't get over the past, girl. A true thing in a brief is snatch you away from your new lover. Oh, na na na. But if you ever sleep up on you, me figure me to tell anybody over. Me swear. Girl, you all I want. Girl, you know we can. Give it one more shot, do it all again. You have a Monday, me have a girl, but I miss you back. All the times that we shared were the best times of me life, you know. So go de consequena, and you're stuck there by me mind, you know. Na luvana sangana, gina, mama, we me I need, you know. So then we have a one night stand.
A one night stand, a one night stand.
Who can we have a one night stand?
A one night stand, a one night stand.
Cause girl, get over you, I can.
A one night stand, a one night stand.
Woman, you have to come and hold my hand.
A one night stand.
Come now with that, you say.
A one night stand.
Give me good loving in every season. Girl, you completely took over me. I guess that explains it. And the reason me can't get over you. I would give up everything just to have a little special time with you. I would give up everything just to have a one night stand. Body shape, structure, man, could I die for? Balling on the pump, really like I'm just a rifle. You know, why your body.
Monday, me have a girl, but I miss you bad. All the times that we shared were the best times of me life, you know. So go de consequena, and you're stuck there by me mind, you know. Na luvana sangana, gina, mama, we me I need, you know. So then we have a one night stand.
A one night stand, a one night stand.
Who can we have a one night
A
stand?
one night stand, a one night stand.
Cause girl, get over you, I can.
A one night stand, a one night stand.
Woman, you have to come and hold my
A
hand.
one night stand, a one night stand.
And make we have a one. So tell me, you nothing but me no more. How me used to smack out your little party when you're mad, all of a sudden you're not peace no more. We could chat up all night, crack joke both, do you know them in my sheets, oh no. Now you're gone away. So today me wrote this song here for you. You have a Monday, me have a girl, but I miss you bad. All the times that we shared were the best times of me life, you know. So go de consequena, and you're stuck there by me mind, you know. Na luvana sangana, gina, mama, we me I need, you know. So can we have a one night stand? Who can we have a one night stand?
This one right here is called One Night Stand. It does feature Tishon.
Yeah.
It's a good job.
Thanks a lot. I love this song, man. Like, I relate on so many different levels.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. So how do you describe the music that you typically create?
So, personally, I would say, like, I think nama super ego ya tatu, three personalities in the music. There's me when I'm rapping, there's me when I'm doing a dancehall thing, that's when I'm a dancehall papito, and then there's also just me like on my writing, singing tip, you know what I'm saying? So I would really just describe my music as music.
Okay, so if you could change anything about the Zambian industry, what would it be?
I would definitely I'd like to change the methods, the means of distribution of content.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like distribution of art. We also need like a bureau of standards, you know what I mean? Like a standard of music that can be distributed. You know what I mean? Not just any, because man, some of the stuff out here I really can't support.
Okay, so how do you feel the internet has impacted on the music business?
Yeah, it's given us some, you know, some form of equity. It's almost like a level playing ground. Because we do understand TV is important, radio is important, but also social media is now also quite important. So, you know, so even before people get to have you on a radio station or on TV, you've got an audience which you can reach from your phone. You know, so I think it's giving us some form of, you know, leverage.
Okay, so if you could have your fans remember you for one thing, what would it be?
That would just be for spreading love, you know. Mans is a lover boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you did this song right here. It does feature Trina South. It is called Vama Love. How was just a brief description of how you guys managed to make this song? How was the creative process like, I should say?
Shout out Trina South, man. Like that's my homie. Yeah, it was the creative process was my boy from Mazabuka. His name is Young Senior from Edge's Music. He made the beat, sent it to me. I listened to it. I liked it. I went to Mazabuka, and then after that, I had to call because when I listened to it, I knew Trina South would be the best person. So I called her, and it just so happened that she was also around, Southern Province. So she just came to the studio. We recorded it. It was organic. It just happened. You know what I mean?
Okay, interesting. So, despite this COVID thing, the pandemic, what have you learned as an artist within, I'm sure I should say these have been like difficult times.
Yeah.
So, what lesson would you say you've learned from you guys not having shows, maybe even some studios having been closed at some point?
Yeah, true. So it's been a learning experience, you know what I mean? For me, what it has taught me is just how to adapt. How to adapt to different circumstances in life. Because, as you say, because of COVID, a lot of ways that artists would make money have been like shut down. But now there are other opportunities. So it's just teaching me how to adapt,
Okay, so talking about how to adapt, do you feel like artists should not only stick to them depending on their business, but also maybe do some side hustle and something else?
Yeah, of course. 99 jobs, You just have to have like 99 jobs. I personally, I've never been the type to just do one thing. So, as an artist, you need to have you should have as many sources of passive income as possible. Like, we can support and endorse that.
Okay, interesting. So we get to listen to this other jam that you actually featured on. It's coming through from Bobby Majest, and it does feature you, Camouflage, as well as Mike Banner.
Yeah, it's actually Camouflage, Mike Burner, Bobby Majest, and Typho.
Okay, interesting. Let's get to listen to this one.
Crystal Ball Music. This is magical.
Baby, the pate cola, wa. 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 Make I say make I do no, when it's say make I do no, when I feel I do no, make I say make I do no, when it's say make I do no, when I feel I do no. I dedicate my love to you, baby. Come here, baby, come here. I dedicate my love to you, baby. Come here, baby, come here.
She the type that you take home. She the type that you get on your knee and put a ring on. Uka City, breakfast in bed, Kalimuchi Tenge. She remind me of my mama. I don't want no drama, so I keep it on the low with her. We late night creeping. Boy, it is Shamari, my killers on speed dial. Always on positive. Vibe got her own, she don't need no nigga. She be in the gym flex. Body on 10, es muy caliente. She be in the gym flex. Body on 10, quite mungeli. She just got to my mind, she be that particular one.
Baby, the pate cola, wa. 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 Make I say make I do no, when it's say make I do no, when I feel I do no, make I say make I do no, when it's say make I do no.
Hey, happy, G, big girl ya, for me baby, selela mo pepe, sexy monga mwine wa fendi, na come in rude girl, give me plenty, give me sign. Give me time, give me wine on your knees, licky time. Submissive babes, you are my time. When me see a jump, she asks,
yeah, you the particular one, cause you are peculiar. And pop that dumb Perion, done, shine like a chandelier. On, yeah, she neat, like she out for me, she make me feel complete. Put it on repeat, But the side girl them pan delete. Move with speed, she know my creed, yeah.
Baby, the particular, wow. Baby, the particular, wow. Baby, the particular.
This one right here is called Particular One, and I should say it's a great jump.
Thanks.
You guys actually did a video for it as well.
Yep.
So people can get to download the video or get to stream the video rather.
Yeah.
It's produced by Cristobal.
Yes, sir. By Magician of Cristobal Music.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
so are you like a signed artist? Because you've worked with a lot of people. You've worked with Headphone Music before, and then what would you say about? Yeah, you've been an artist.
About these record labels.
Yeah.
Yeah. First and foremost, yeah, I'm signed with. I've got a deal with Raw Talent.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out, Mr. Tapson. Big shout out, Mr. Tapson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I was with Headphone Music. I was signed under Headphone Music, but my contract came to a close, and I felt like I need to leave this space.
Okay, so you didn't renew the contract by that time?
I didn't renew the contract.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's all love. Shout out Jay, shout out Ern, shout out everybody from Headphone Music. But I left the space. I was also with Cristobal Music.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we even still relate. They can call me on a project like Particular One. It's all love, it's all good. So yeah.
Okay, interesting. So what should your fans expect from you? Any new projects coming up? EP, album, anything?
Yeah, I'm working on an EP. It's called The Road to Zion. Big announcement. Mind-blowing. So yeah,
okay.
I'm working on an EP. I'm done working on an EP. I just want to put it out at a time when, this whole kafwafa passes.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could now get back to the music. So it's a 7-track EP.
Okay.
And it's something to look forward to. It's like a body of work, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, interesting. So, does it just a hint or maybe a hint about the EP? Does it have like maybe any other artists
Bombshell,
featured?
you expect to see Bombshell on the EP. You expect to see Trina South. And then there's this poet, my goodness, he blew my mind. His name is Magnifier.
Okay, interesting. I'm looking forward to listen to that.
Yeah. It's dope. You need to check it out when it drops. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So, do you have any celebrity crush that you would date?
My celebrity crush is DJ Nikki.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are some of the media platforms that your fans would actually get in touch with you? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube channel.
Okay, yeah. For Facebook, munga following a page at Typhour Zambia. That's TIEFOUR space Zambia. On Instagram, Typhour the Dancehall Papito. On Twitter is Typhour. So just search for Typhour on all the platforms, and you're definitely gonna see me. I'm gonna pop up real quick.
Okay, interesting. So, just before you go, if you would open a show for any other big Zambian artist, who would it be?
A Zambian artist who I'd open for?
Yeah.
The one who's paying money, that's making sense.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's not even personal. It's never personal.
Okay.
If the money is making sense, we'll open for you, man. I got somebody who I just have to shout out, man. I would do a very big injustice. Okay. Shout out Cash B.
Okay.
She's my homie. She's also on the EP, so she's something you should look out for.
Okay, interesting. So I want you to, you seem to be an artist who is so very much stable when it comes to patois.
Yeah.
Like speaking and, just singing the content, like it fits very much.
Yeah,
have you been like to Jamaica or something? How did you come about learning this language?
I spend most of my days in Kingston, Jamaica, in my mind though.
Okay.
But I learned this patois from school. From an Arab country. You see how funny life is, because I was in Algeria. That's why I did the uni. And whilst I was there, I just really drew close to the Jamaican community and the West African community. Mm-hmm. Ghanaians, Nigerians, and Jamaicans. So spent a lot of time with them. I started liking their music. I studied what they were doing, and I felt like this is what I want to do for at least the next 10 years. Like, I just want to do dancehall music.
Okay, interesting. So I want you to do a short a cappella. I'm going to turn down the instrumental.
Okay.
I'll turn down this.
Okay.
And then I want you to do a short.
On a beat, or you want me to do a
No,
cappella?
no, just an a cappella.
Okay. I'll just go there. It's for the girls, yeah? Circle down pan. The niggle tickle me pickle your bumper jiggle little more like tic-tac wicked on point like niggle a waistline little me pinch up ya. When you giggle I squeeze or your girl break it off. If you got a man brush him off, time for me knock it up or your girl cock it up. You know?
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, can do much here, guys. You need to check out the Road to Zion EP. It's coming soon. Tell your friend to tell a friend, right?
Exactly.
Yes,
and do make sure that you're glued to the YouTube channel and his media platforms.
Yeah.
Your last words to your fans.
My last word to my fans is that I love you. In fact, it's in my pen up on my fans, and my family and my supporters.
Okay.
Big shout out to you guys, man. Like, I do it for you. You're the people who are always encouraging me, keeping me on my toes. You know what I mean? Like 4 years ago, I was not here, and that's because of you guys. So thanks a lot for the support, all my Zambian people, all my African people. You know, big up.
Okay, interesting. So we switch lanes. This is you here back announcing this song by you featuring Bombshell.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're going to back announce the song.
Which one is it? Is it because there's two
Diamond.
songs? Okay.
Yeah.
When you say back announce, you mean that I should just like